As you know what the title says, this is part two, but this is with a orchard tour, meaning that I'm going to show you what you can grow that can last a lifetime. Now, unlike not all trees are the same. Let me just make that clear. And I want to show you what can actually last a lifetime if you take care of it. Now, we're going to first start off with citrus. And citrus was actually our first fruit tree in our garden. And it actually was a singular blood orange over there with the fruit on it. But all our trees are semi-dwarf, but I believe four. Okay, if I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me on that, but I think it's four. First, we're going to start off with the Aurora Satsuma. I like to call this the weeping citrus tree due to the fact that uh, the branches weep unlike your standard orange, your standard citrus, if I should say. This tree this year has budded early. You see that white bud right there? So that means it's going to put out some flowers soon and probably do the rest of its budding in March, which it normally does. But we did leave a piece of fruit on here still. We ate the rest of it. And it's put on new leaf growth as well. I need to give it some chelated iron. I'm not going to give any fertilizer. As you all know, I always tell you to, when you're growing containers, give it a little bit of fertilizer every once a month when you can. But this year, I have not done that. I gave it a break because I don't want to spoil you our fruit trees, okay? The next one is the single blood orange. As you can see, the new leaf growth coming in. And this is the time to actually harvest the single blood oranges, February. In March, I think they will actually drop because it can't stay on the tree as long as like the Valencia orange, which we don't have, which I really, really want. That's one of the citrus trees that I want to get because it can last all the way to like March or April on the tree. Unlike the navel orange, Washington navel, which will drop its fruit, okay? So it does not hold very long. But as you can see, it does have a lot of buds coming in. New growth there all around the tree. Okay, nice dark green leaves. And then here, this is a tree that can outlast your children, your grandchildren, your great grandchildren, probably even your great great grandchildren. And that is the fig tree. Fig trees can last over 100 years or more, depending on where you are and what growing zone you're in. And another fruit tree that we don't have is the olive tree. That's another tree that can last a lifetime, depending on when you plant it in the ground. Here we have strawberries. They don't really fit in this category, but they're perennial. Another one that can probably last at least 20 years or more is blueberries. Blueberries are very prolific growers. This is the Misty Blue. This is the only blueberry we have in our family's garden now. It needs some love and care, y'all. I pruned it back heavy a couple of months ago, and because of the fact that it needed it badly. Next to it is our Black Staten Donuts Blackberry, which is another prolific grower. And the reason why it's in this category because it produces canes. And another one is the raspberry that also produce a lot of canes in this category. Next to it, we have the grape. This is a Thompson grape that was pruned back heavy this year. It doesn't look like it was, but it was. And I do not follow the directions on basically prune it the way the USDA wants you to, or the California USDA department tells you to do it. I'm just hard headed, but I want to come around and show you another berry, and that is the raspberry shortcake. And the raspberry shortcake is only been in our family's garden for a year, and it's producing out new leaves, as you can see there. Next to it, will make a year in our garden. It's the cherimoya. I'm still learning about the cherimoya. I have heard that it will lose its leaves around this time. I'm not sure if that's true or not. It's not ever bearing in my area. It did get hit by our cold snap in December, so this is what it looks like right now. Next to it is the ever-bearing mulberry, a great prolific grower, and it will last a lifetime. And this thing will grow vigorously and could grow as a bush or a tree. And if you're gonna grow it as a tree, just be mindful it can get up to 30 feet tall. Yes, I said 30 feet exactly. Let's pan around. Come here. We have another fig tree. It's the brown turkey. Back there, that's wicked up, is the condota fig. And then next to it is the gala apple. Okay. And then around here, we have covered up is the mango tree, the Glen mango. And next to the Glen mango, we have our Santa Rosa plum. Now, the Santa Rosa plum and the pluot can and somewhat last you a lifetime, like your stone fruit or freestone, which is like peaches, nectarines, plums, cherries, those type of fruits. Even I would say even nut trees. Well, peaches and plums are very sensitive, especially peaches and apricots. So I'm gonna say they are a lifetime, but be cautious and beware because they can get very sickly and die on you very fast. So just know that they are considered a lifetime in your family's garden, depending on when you purchase that fruit tree and the size of it. Okay, size matter when it comes to this segment because if you get a 1 gallon, it's gonna take you a long time to get. It could take you a long time to get fruit. But if you get somewhere in between a 10 and up, you can get fruit fast, even a 5 gallon, depending on what you're growing. Again, depending on what you're growing, will also determine how fast you'll get fruit. But this is the pluot that you're looking at, the branch. Here is the container for this tree. Here's some of the new buds that you see, and this is a prolific grower. Now, I have one more tree to show you. Last but not least, I'm showing you our Meyer lemon. The Meyer lemon is a great citrus also to have that can last you 30 years or more in your family's garden. Mostly all citrus can grow and last a very long time, just like this citrus tree in our neighbor's yard over here. Okay, so just be mindful that a lot of fruit trees can last a very long time in your family's garden. But before we go, I want to show you all the buds on this tree. The Meyer lemon and its sister, the Eureka lemon, will produce so many flowers year round, even when it has fruit on the tree. Unlike the oranges and blood oranges, sour oranges, and limes, the Meyer lemon and the Eureka lemon are heavy producers when it comes to flower production. I want to say that all fruit trees can last a lifetime depending on what type of fruit tree it is. When it comes to peaches or like nectarines or plums, pluots, plueries, those are very iffy. But your citrus, your mango trees, your fig trees, olive trees, those there are some of the things that we have that are fruit trees that can last you a lifetime, depending on when you purchase that tree or if that tree was already planted in your family's garden. I'm NJCali. Thank you all for watching. Until next time, thank you to every new subscriber who subscribed to our channel. You are now family once you subscribe to our channel. Welcome to the family. We will see you next one. Peace.